Hey guys, Bullshit here. So I am actually here for the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 fan quiz. I am currently waiting for the uploading of the the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted videos. I have got technically 3 parts, but technically the second slash third. The in-between part of 1 and 2 is nothing but a short and will be released the same day as the second part, but at 1 o'clock, and you will still be getting another video at 12. So on the 29th of this month, you will be getting 3 videos at 12, at 1, and 2. So that will be, I believe it is the 66 ticket summon from year 6, the free ticket one. There will be the 1 o'clock one, which one will be the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted short, too short, and then it will be part 2 at 2 o'clock. It is basically just, I ended up having a interruption in the middle of that video thanks to a crash after Mr. Foxy killed me. So I had to upload it, but yet I did not want to say, here's your video for the day. It's 10 minutes, don't care, take it or leave it. It also would ruin my playlist because I normally try to keep it to where the parts are kind of consistent. So it'll be about 30 minutes for each part since it is computer. I will be talking about another, I don't know if I already talked about it, probably already talked about it, but I am going to explain the terribleness of recording. It's something. Anyways, while that is uploading, I will be doing this. I'm also waiting. Never mind, I was saying my phone was charging, but it's already charged. I wanted to do Back to the Future while I go play some Resident Evil 8. I wanted to get some stuff done in the ways of unlocking stuff. Yeah, alright. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the fan quiz. I have actually changed it again. This time, you will be hearing the questions first. You will think about it off screen. I will no longer pause. I will give you 2 seconds, probably, maybe. It depends on my breath. I'll go question to question, and I will finally go over the answers after I went through all of them all. That way, it saves me time, doesn't make it awkward, and makes it a lot better, and maybe these videos can continue on fan quizzes. Alright, so question number 1. What is the technical first teaser of Five Nights at Freddy's 4? This is a trick question. There's 2 of these actually in this quiz. There is, I think, a total of 6 teasers in this. The original Five Nights at Freddy's 4 run. The very first one is a doozy. Question number 2, where was the game supposed to release? When was it supposed to release? I have small bad handwriting when I'm jotting down stuff. So when did the game supposed to release? Question number 3, what did all the Nightmare Animatronics teasers have in common? Question number 4, from the teasers, there is a feature of an animatronic that did not make the cut to the game. Question number 5. There are 3 Easter eggs that can be found that spawn next to the kid's bed. Name one and I will give you this point. Question number 6. There is a weird mixed noise that you can hear throughout a playthrough of a night. What is that noise? It is a garbled mesh. What is it? Question number 7. That nightmare... Oh, wait. The Nightmare animatronics are doing something familiar from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. What are they doing that's similar or familiar from the first game? Question number 8. What does Foxy do that is a rare sight in this game? He does something that is rare, that is opposite from his normal closet keeper. Question number 9. If you don't stop Chica from coming into the room, what does she do? Question number 10. What does the fans Scott call the little freckles that are on your bed. This used to be called another name, but then Scott ended up going with the fandom to call them another name. Question number 11. What does Nightmare Chica do on her occupied time when you're dealing with other animatronics, so she dawdles by herself? Question number 12. How do you know you beat every animatronic? How do you know that you escaped their grasp once a night? Just when do you know when you are safe for a second from them? Question number 13. Who is active on night 5? And question number 14. Who is active on night 6? And then we have question number 15. Who doesn't get replaced in the Halloween DLC? This is the trick question. I would give you a hint, but that would give it up. Question number 16. Who replaces the other animatronics? Who is the people that are shown for the DLC versus the original? Question number 17. What year in the game lore is the year? What year is it in game? Question number 18. On the 5th night, the mini game after this 5th night, after you win it all, what happens? There's an event that happens on this mini game that is very important to the lore, and everyone should know it. And no, Markiplier, it is not what you think. Question number 19. Who follows you around during the mini games? Question number 20. What code can you enter in the extras menu? There is a 8-digit code you can enter in the extra menus. Please enter it now. And here's your bonus question before I go and answer all of your questions. You can get this bonus if you know a theory of what's inside the box. What's in the box? Alright, now that you are questioning yourself and puzzled of every single question, except for a few, I can know you can probably get a few of those, even if you are a base Freddy's fan. Let us go before we explain our fast fact for the day. Question number 1, it was, what technically is the first teaser of Five Nights at Freddy's 4? This would be the Freddy hat that says, basically, it was over after Five Nights at Freddy's 3. A shadowed out Freddy hat was sitting on the ground, and if you lightened it up, you can find a 4 in the background. And basically, that teaser led up to Nightmare Freddy tipping his hat to you. In question number 2, what was the game supposed to release? When was it supposed to release? I keep doing that. Halloween. It was supposed to release on Halloween, and the DLC was supposed to replace the fact that fans were supposed to get it at the spooky time of month, but we ended up getting the Halloween DLC just because of it. And thank you, Scott, for being a very quick releaser and giving us extra stuff to replace such things. Question number 3. What did all the Nightmare animatronic teasers have in common? This was it all related to It's Me from the original games. This was either relative who did the bite, who was the child, who was the spirit you were talking to. Anyways, next was from the teasers, there is a feature from an animatronic that does not appear in-game. And this would have been Nightmare Foxy's tongue. It was a serpent thing, but Scott thought of cutting it because it was a very particular part that probably wouldn't fit in-game, would just be an extra piece of work that wouldn't really fit in the gameplay. Question number 5. There are 3 Easter eggs by your bed that can spawn. What are these? A, it would have been medication. There was a medication pill bottle on your desk. There was an IV drip on your side of your bed. And there was a flower pot with bunches of flowers. Basically, this did a thing to the bonus theory Well, not the bonus question, but basically the theory that you were in a dream the entire Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which kind of gives it the fact that you were on your deathbed and you were getting gifts and medication and an IV drip. Anyways, question number 6. There is a weird mixed noise that plays in the background. What is this garbled noise? This would have been Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Night 1. Phone got his first ever phone call to you, the player, as Mike Schmidt. This was his first recording to you of all Five Nights at Freddy's history. And it was just all over the place to make it sound like it was just a horrible mess. Question number 7. There are a pattern or there is something that is familiar about the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 thanks to these nightmares. I need to rephrase it. So basically, the nightmares do something that is familiar or similar from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. This would have been their pathing from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Bonnie would go from the left, Chica from the right. Foxy is in some kind of containment where he slowly gets out. Freddy is always in the darkness. Question number 8. What does Foxy do that is very rare? And this would have been he can peek out of the left corner hall. Basically, you can see Bonnie and Chica go like a, hello there, hello there. Foxy can do this as well in the left corner before he appears in your closet. Number 8. If you don't stop Chica, number 9. What happens if you don't get Chica in time, basically? And and what happens if she gets in your room? This would have been a nightmare Mr. Cupcake jump scare. Basically, the cupcake comes back for revenge. Question number 10. What are the little Freddles? There's your answer, Freddles. I suck at these. Question number 11. What does Nightmare Chica do as an occupation as you deal with other animatronics? Basically, she does something on her own while you deal with the rest of your night sometimes. And this would have been she would have went to the kitchen, made pots and pans fly, knocked them together, made some food. Who knows? She's just in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Anyways, question number 12. How do you know if you beat every animatronic? Basically, this is how do you know you got a breather from each and every animatronic. So, from Chica and Bonnie, if you don't hear breathing, you can check your hallway to make sure that they are not on the corner, and it makes sure that you're not gonna die by it. Foxy basically turns into a plushie, and Freddy basically knock all the Freddles off your bed. Question number 13. Who is active on night 5? This would have been the fact that I think this night is basically as soon as you start, you are dealing with Fredbear, Nightmare Fredbear. I know for sure on night 6, I believe it was, is you deal with Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica until 3 o'clock. And this is question number 14. You deal with Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica and Foxy until 3 o'clock. And then I think it is 4 or something like that. You deal with Fredbear, and then you start dealing with... Well, no, it's the same thing on night 5 and 6. What am I thinking? It's been a minute. So basically 1 to 3 is Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Then you deal with Nightmare Fredbear on night 5, and then you deal with Nightmare on night 6, also known as Nightmare Mode. Question number 15. Who doesn't get replaced in the Halloween DLC? This is a trick question. This would have been Nightmare Freddy and Nightmare Fredbear. So they did not replace who comes out with the Freddles, or they didn't even replace the Freddles. And then if you do play a mode where there is a Fredbear, he does not get replaced, which just kind of tells you he's a part of the lore and you should not be ignoring him. Question number 16. Who replaces the others? This is basically, instead of Nightmare Bonnie and Chica, it would have been Jackal Bonnie and Chica. Plush Trap, Fun with Plush Trap would have been Fun with Nightmare BB. Nightmare Foxy would have been replaced with Nightmare Mangle. And Nightmare, the Creepy Bunch, was replaced by Night Marionette. Question number 17. What year in game is it? And this would have been 1983. And then here's a question that Mr. Markiplier got wrong. Question number 18 on the Fifth Night minigame. What happens during this minigame? There was an event, and this event was the bite of 83. Because no one knew that this was not 1987, where a lot of people that this was, and that's how the bite happened. But this was intact thanks to a teaser, a Easter egg that you went to up to a little TV in the living room, and you turned it on, and it basically showed Fredbear and Friends, showed Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Fredbear, and Spring Bonnie on a little 8-bit screen, and it said since 1983, and that's how you know it is from that age. Anyways, it is not the bite of 87. Anyways, question number 19, who follows you around? This, I will actually give a bonus question to someone if they knew the fandom name for it. I wouldn't call it the fandom name for it, but thanks to MatPat, this is a fandom name for him. This would have been Plushy Fredbear. You can see him looking around, telling you things, and following you around everywhere you go. He was on a freaking flower. His head was on a flower. Anyways, MatPat, if you guys know him and know the answer to the bonus of this question, would have been his name, Psycho-Friend Fredbear. Anyways, next is question number 20, the last official question. What 8-digit code, that was your hint, can you enter in the extra menu? This would have been 420 mode. So basically 20. This would have given you even harder mode than the extra menu can give you. I mean, blind mode and all nightmare mode is very, very hard. But 420 mode would have been a lot harder. And your fact for the day is, during the development of this game, the lore of the Five Nights at Freddy's has changed multiple times. Same thing goes with the box. The box is actually been changed along with this game. That's kind of the bonus question of this fan quiz. Was the theory to the box. A lot of people have said the toys from the little girl from the park. Some people have said a dead body. Some people have said the puppet mask. Some people have also said it would have been like the parts from Fredbear. It's weird. Basically, it would have been explained either the bite of 83, a death of a kid, especially the crying child, who you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, or it would have explained that it was all a dream. But anyways, the fast fact for today is that the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 game had changed the lore forever throughout the game, since it wasn't fleshed out through the first 3 games. It had the ability to kind of made it lenient in the ways of how it goes, and you can take it however you like until he fully, or someone does, put it all together and he says, that's it. Of course, we do know that MatPat was correct. One time he was super close to what Scott once had in his head, which I think he was basically, he basically had the timeline kind of out. He kind of understood what was happening, and the box was basically going to tell you that it was going to be a huge dream. It was just the kid's dream of him, just nightmare throughout the 4 games. It was something close to that. But anyways, that was your Five Nights at Freddy's 4 fan quiz for the day. I will see you guys in 2 weeks for the Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location fan quiz. It will be taking place, let me think, I do not really know. I don't know. Can I do this?